Hey everyone, it's Mike and Dan here with the Beer Draft, and today we're going to be looking at Belhaven Brewery's 90/tilde Wee Heavy.
So is it 90/tilde or 90 shilling? What's the story behind this kind of name on it?
So this is interesting. I saw this on the brewery's website. Back in the olden days in Scotland, they used the shilling system to describe the beers, and basically the higher the number, the more ABV you had in the beer. Which makes sense. This is a 7.4% ABV.
And this is a 90/tilde or 90 shilling beer.
Now, I will have to admit, this is the first time I've had a Wee Heavy.
Yep, I've never had this one either, so
this will be a new experience for us and hopefully you as a viewer.
all right, so let's open it up here.
Now, while he's opening that up, I'll just let you know that the Belhaven Brewery is based in Scotland. They've been around since 1719. But there are some documents that maybe show that it was existing as far back as the 12th century. So, I mean, this is
pretty old.
This is an old brewery.
It's got some history to it.
Absolutely. So this is a bit smaller of a bottle. I think it was only 11.2 ounces.
Yep.
So much smaller, not
wee
quite a
small
pint.
ball. Wee small bottle.
Wee heavy, wee small. So what do we got here? Got kind of a
Dark red.
dark red. I mean, it is a Scottish ale, so you'd expect to see that red color. Mm-hmm. It's got a nice amount of head.
Very small amount of head, yeah.
Just about what I like to see.
Really clear.
As far as the smell goes, you get a slight, I would say almost a slight skunkiness to it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Just a bit. And I have noticed that with a lot of beers that we get imported over here to America. You get that slight skunky smell.
Maybe they're a little too old.
It could be that. It could be maybe that's just the way these beers are supposed to smell.
Now, I think as I keep smelling it, I'm starting to get that boozy smell to it. A little bit of alcohol smell to it at the end.
Yeah, if you really get your nose in there.
Because what is this one again?
7.4.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm not really getting a distinct smell overall. There's nothing that's really jumping out at me.
Pretty light, pretty faint smell.
I'm going to go ahead and take a sip.
All right.
I'm gonna take another one there. Yeah, what are we thinking?
I get a little bit of sweetness there at the end, I think, because it's such a strong beer, or it's relatively strong. I do get a sense of the sweetness.
It's got a bit of a malt, I think. I can taste the malt there. Not as strongly as some of the other beers that we've had,
right?
But I definitely do detect that maltiness. The mouthfeel, it's not super foamy.
No.
It's not sticky. I think it's got a good mouthfeel to it.
It's pretty good. You can feel the carbonation on the tongue a little bit.
Yeah, I think I like the way that this beer goes down.
I'm starting to get a little bit of the bitterness aftertaste, maybe some of the hops.
Yeah. I would say for me, though, that this beer is not really standing out among some of the beers that we've tried. So we're going to take a break now. We're going to go ahead and finish this beer up, come up with our ratings, and when we come back, we'll let you know.
All right.
All right, we're back, and we've finished up the Wee Heavy here, and now it's time to lay some judgment on it.
All right. Well, for me, one thing I like the name of it. The Wee Heavy. It sounds pretty neat. It's definitely unique in the name, and the whole 90/tilde or shilling scale is pretty unique.
I thought that was an interesting piece of history there. Color looked good.
I like the color. It was a nice deep copper color to it. Small amount of head to it. But then from there on out, it kind of went downhill for me. The smell was slightly skunky. After a while, it started to smell a little bit stale. I don't know if that's a product of it being bottled and sent over here.
That could be. I mean, I guess we'll just have to go to Scotland and try it right off draft.
So the next video you'll see will be in Scotland. Well, maybe not.
Well, maybe. But yeah, taste-wise, it just didn't do anything special for me. You know, there's a bit of malt there, but beyond that, I didn't really get a good taste. It wasn't something I want to keep drinking.
Nothing really unique or really exceptional that makes it stand out. So it's For me, it's a middle of the road beer. I'm going to go ahead and rate it a 2.5.
And I think I'd agree with that. It's a middle of the road beer. It's good. It's not great. There's just nothing that really makes it stand out. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Why don't you try this beer and let us know what you think in the comments. And then make sure to check out our other videos here on YouTube, as well as our posts on danandmike.com. And you can always follow us on Twitter at danmikebeer. And we'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.